Hello, my friends. It is day 117, and we're reading First Chronicles chapter 6. And before we get into our recap, I want to thank you for taking a moment to check out this video. Hopefully, you're finding the yearly Bible reading program to be helpful and beneficial to your walk with Christ. And if you have not yet accepted the invitation, I want to encourage you to check out the description box below, and there you will find a link that will take you directly to the YouVersion Bible app, where you can access the plan and join a community of readers that are reading every single day and leaving feedback on the things they're learning and discovering from God's word. So I would invite you to be a part of the community, and I believe you'll be blessed as much as we will be blessed by your participation in the group. Now, today we have just one chapter that we read. And again, this is the time of year, if you're behind, to catch up, because we have days like this where we don't read a lot of chapters, or we're reading a lot of small Psalms, and you can get an extra day in to catch up. So we're reading this one chapter today, and we're jumping back and forth through the books, between the books of 2 Samuel, the book of Psalms, and the book of First Chronicles. And today, in this time that we're reading in, we're considering the lineage of the priest and the Levites and the sons of Aaron. And so there's not much to this chapter. It's just very important data, because this is concerned with the nation of Israel, particularly from the time of Saul's death, if you will, all the way down to the Babylonian exile. So we're going to see, as we read through the book of Chronicles, just how much time is covered and how important it is for these records to be given concerning the lineages, and also the individuals who belong to certain families, because essentially what it does is it identifies your role within the nation, right? And we see that more so in chapter 6 because of the priests, who are a particular and a peculiar tribe dedicated to the Lord to work in the temple. And so in verses 1 through verse 14, you have all of the priests, which would be made up of the sons of Levi. Their clans were the Gershonites, Kohathites, and the Merarites. And you'll see here how each clan is kind of broken up. And then you have the Levitical clan, which is the sons of Levi. Again, the same three clans broken up. And then a very insightful, we've been talking about this for the last a couple of weeks because of the way we're reading the book of Psalms, and how the integration of music is seemingly becoming more and more a part of the temple system, where it is in First Chronicles chapter 6, where it talks about David assigning Levites to the role of implementing music and worship in the temples or the tabernacles system, even more so the temple, as we see it evolve into a permanent building. But this is what it says in verse 31. David assigned the following men to lead the music at the house of the Lord after the ark was placed there. They ministered with music at the tabernacle until Solomon built the temple of the Lord in Jerusalem. So you see the transition there from tabernacle to temple. So David is implementing this in his own rule, and it would be far more established in Solomon's rule because of the permanent nature of the tabernacle, the temple, in comparison to the tabernacle. And so he says they carried out their work following all the regulations handed down to them. And then they name all of the sons who served in this responsibility. Then we see after this, there's a reference to the Aaronic sons, or the sons of Aaron. I should just say it that way, the descendants of Aaron, who would go into the most holy place. We understand that there is an office of the high priest. They go into the Holy of Holies, etc. And so we see each one of them are mentioned here in this chapter as well. And then lastly, there are towns and territory assigned to the Levites, which would have been respective to their roles in the temple, or at this time, the tabernacle. And so you see that being mentioned there. This all will help the nation of Israel, and is very important because, remember, they're having to go back to the land at the end of this book. So this data, this information is so key, because not only does it give them a perspective of who they are, but it shows them what they should be doing as they re-enter the promised land, which is something we'll look at a little later once we get into Second Chronicles. Okay, So this is what's going on. We have a great chapter here, a lot of data, a lot of names, tongue twisters and all those things. But that's the beauty of reading the Bible. And hopefully you were able to pull something out of it. Now, thank you so much for watching. I want you to keep on reading, keep on studying. We have a lot that we want to cover, but it's going to have to go one day at a time. So until next time, thank you for watching. Take care. God bless. And remember, live by the word.